As more states legalize cannabis, is cannabis the new cash crop for farmers? Here's John Phipps.
From Linda Livingston in Albuquerque, New Mexico. How will the increase in cannabis legalization affect the United States agriculture business? We recently legalized cannabis in New Mexico. Our state is already facing drought conditions and possible electric brownouts this summer. Cannabis cultivation uses large amounts of water and electricity. There has been discussion about paying some of the farmers to leave their lands fallow. How can we make sure our farmers and farms are protected? Well, Linda, I'm so old that I remember when cannabis was called marijuana. We also called it weed for good reason. Midwestern farmers mowed it in their roadsides and dreamed of getting rich from this pest plant. Two things changed my mind. First, a great book by Michael Pollan, The Botany of Desire, which detailed how humans have shaped 4 species, cannabis, apples, potatoes, and tulips, into plants that are barely recognizable from their original forms. For example, we turned a scruffy grass called teosinte into 300-bushel corn. The section on cannabis dispelled my pipe dream, so to speak, of lucrative commercial production. After decades of painstaking plant breeding, modern cannabis is cultivated largely under intense lights in greenhouses or in high sunlight locations. It does require enormous amounts of energy and roughly twice the water, 6 gallons per day per plant, during the growing season as corn or soybeans. This amounts to 2 acre-feet per year. In comparison, alfalfa and high-value tree nuts like pistachios need about 3 times as much water. These numbers don't mean much, though, because we don't need millions of acres of cannabis. California has the best data on cannabis production, go figure, and out of 27 million acres there, some 2,000 are in cannabis production, and much of that is marginally forested land as well. There will be more stories of buy and dry agreements with farmers for water rights, but cannabis production is not a large factor in water use. Population growth is the main driver. The second reason I gave up the dream of cannabis windfall was the enormous profit potential. That type of wealth won't be captured by row crop farmers like me, but by deep pocket investors. 80-acre greenhouses demonstrate this business axiom.
Thanks, John. Well, it's not every day that you see a purple combine, but here at K-State, a purple combine is a staple on game day. We'll show you the work of art next.